I mean, there's so many things. First of all, would you please sit down for a second? I want to show you there's only one person in the whole history of art that can draw like me, and that was Albrecht Dürer. And who said this? Alexander Eliot. He said in the whole history, with other words, Degas and Picasso do some details, great. But to talk about the allness of existence in each of the drawings, only Albrecht Dürer. Now you look him up. Now this is an example of a master drawing that I did many years ago. And you see the organization, see this parallel, and the distortion of reality at every second, or rearranging it to my purpose. So this drawing is a blueprint of existence. In each, it doesn't really matter what I do. Now I want to show you a watercolor that was done under the most frightening circumstances. It's called Lost in the Fog. You know,
the paintings never deal with a particular environment. They only take the environment to talk about the universal. The whole comedy and tragedy of human existence. Another thing, another aspect is that certain worlds are more prone of having contents. Now, I can be in California for the longest time and never want to work. Now, in Pittsburgh, I always want to work. Or in Austria, I always want to work. I can go out every day and do a painting every day. In an environment that is basically very close to your childhood and to your existence, it is a better ground to grow grapes than on a ground that doesn't have the nutrition that make grapes grow good. That's the reason why I love Pittsburgh. I like the feel of it. I like the endless imagery and paintability it evokes in me. I want to talk about the incongruity of American reality. You have a pseudo imitation of a Roman St. Peter's here, which is not out of marble but out of cheap tin, but at the same time it's glorious. It's like a diamond in between lots of crap. Now these are mostly poor people that built the church, and for this reason there's this incongruity between the architecture, the luxuriousness of the architecture, and the aspect of decay, of poverty, of debris, of crap. I love to show that this is great beauty, and I'm excited about it because other people don't look at it. They pass by and they shut their eyes and they don't even want to see it. Do you understand now? What you interpret in my paintings is your interpretation. It has absolutely nothing to do what I wanted to say, because this is the first dogma. I don't want to ever to say anything. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I paint completely intuitive without any literary contents or any rational contents or any moral contents or any contents that you can think of. I only think of images, and I go through life and I say, no, 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 aha, maybe, and then, that's it. Now, to people who need an explanation, I turn to them, I say to them, I turn to them, what does it mean to you? I said, God damn it, it has to mean something to you. Don't you see the man, which then they say, well, I see a man sweeping the floor, and I see some people playing cards without, that's exactly what it means. You play cards without sitting on something. You sweep the floor, and isn't that, and then they say, well, it's a very, very big, that's right, it's a big man, very, very big. How big is he? He's maybe 30 or 50 times larger than the people. So I said, is he a normal man? I would say to them, is it a normal man? No, it's not a normal man. I would call him a god. That's right, that's what you stupid ass. With other words, these people who ask you, what does it mean? They know exactly what it means. You understand? Now we come to the truth. They know exactly what it means, but they don't want to dare that it means what they think it means. You understand? My paintings mean absolutely nothing, and at the same time, they mean everything. With other words, it's like God looking at this existence and having the people doing their chores and their amusements of existence. Every person that I paint is some sort of candid, like you take a snapshot. But on the other hand, when I paint a person, it might not look portrait-like as much as a photograph, but it has more aspect of the being than any camera. When I worked for Time magazine, they could not resist to say to me, Henry, shall we show you some photographs? I said, I don't want any photograph. I don't want to look how the person looks. A photograph is two-dimensional. You cannot look around a photograph. It's useless. So my relationship with Time magazine was, yes, I will do covers if the people pose for me. I never in my life considered it as a commissioned job. For me, it was a matter of doing a great painting. They're going to be one of the greatest portraits that were done in this whole century. The greatest painter can never be seen in the environment he lives in. He can never be seen. Only hundreds of years have to pass by until he is seen. And that's a phenomenon, and there's nothing you can do about it. The work is the greatest source of happiness. The execution, for better or for worse, is the greatest reward for your existence, you understand? Because this is what people envy you for, that you always have something to work on, you know, something gigantic, magnificent, and that you have these dreams. I dream, and when I finished my dream is 1,000 times more magnificent than I've ever dreamed. Do you understand that? Unbelievable thing? You understand that? That when I dream something, when I finish it, I realize my dreams, it is beyond anything that I would have dreamt. You understand that? So that is a great happiness. Okay, next question. Shut it off. Shut it off.